Okay, I'm way too amused by this highlight right now. Alright, so today it's day 9 of 15 days of foundation. This is where I test out a new foundation every single day for 15 days. Who's sick of hearing that spiel? I'm sick of saying it. There's new folks watching every video, so you gotta do what you gotta do. While we're on the spiels, if you're new here, you can join the Bayrito family and subscribe. New video goes up every single day, 6 p.m. Pacific time during the series. Days 1 through 8 are linked down below in the season 4 playlist. Also, if you go on my thumbnails, any thumbnail that has the little purple day number banner on it, that's the season. I have them all color coded by season so you can separate them out. So today I'm going to be trying out foundation I haven't heard anything about. This isn't a new product. It's actually pretty old, I believe, but this is the Clinique Acne Solutions Liquid Makeup. You can get this foundation on Sephora. It retails for $28 for 1 fluid ounce of product. This comes in 15 shades. I have the lightest shade 01 Fresh Alabaster. Why does the name of that make me crave like clams or seafood? Fresh Alabaster, Fresh Lobster. That's where my mind just went. I'm going to insert swatches right here so you can see how the shade 01 compares to some of my other foundations. Alright, swatch time. Right here is the Clinique Acne Solutions foundation in the lightest shade 01 Fresh Alabaster. Next to it is the Clinique Beyond Perfecting foundation in 0.5 Breeze. Tom Ford foundation that I reviewed yesterday. This is in the shade 1.5 Cream. Dermacol 208 Urban Decay Naked Skin foundation in 0.5. Josie Maran Vibrancy foundation in RG5. And Pure Cosmetics Baradol in Porcelain. This is the weirdest description I've ever seen for a foundation. This is literally all it says on Sephora. An 8-hour wear liquid makeup that neutralizes redness and blends away blemishes. First of all, why would you want to say something only has 8 hours of wear? 8 hours of wear is like nothing. That kind of worries me because I have combination skin. I usually get pretty oily throughout the day. Under the little Sephora check marks, it says it's for all skin types and the coverage is medium. On the bottle, it says it has salicylic acid acne treatment in it. The active ingredient is salicylic acid, 0.5%. So I like that as you're wearing this, in theory, it should be kind of helping your skin. So that is it, folks, on this one. If you want to see my thoughts on the Clinique Acne Solutions makeup and how it applies and wears throughout the day, you're in the right place. Just keep watching. Why does this not want to focus on my face? Right here, bro. So I just shook this. I'm gonna squeeze some out. Already wash, moisturize, and prime my face. Everything will be listed down below. I'm gonna start out with a brush on this side of my face. It feels really lightweight blending this out. With the eyelash extensions, I don't like to bring foundation on top of my eye like I usually do, so I'm just going to go in with a concealer and cover up my eyelids. Looks a little bit dry in certain parts. Let's do the forehead. Oh, looks pretty dry on my forehead. The shade is matching me perfectly right now if it doesn't oxidize. Clinique foundations usually oxidize pretty badly on me, like a couple shades. The finish looks a little bit better on the sponge side, but I'm not getting as good of coverage, so probably the best way to apply this if you want coverage is use the brush and then go back over it with a sponge to smooth it out. Even going over the center of my forehead with the sponge still looks pretty dry and textured. Yeah, it kind of just clings to any dry patches you have. Right now I'm at about medium coverage, low medium coverage. I mean, you can still see everything. I think I'm gonna go back in with the sponge and see if we can build this up a little bit. Mostly just down here to see if we can cover the acne. Okay, so that's covering a lot better on the second layer. Definitely already oxidizing. I would need to mix something in with this because it's the right shade when it goes on, but when it oxidizes, it's already too dark. It's making my pores look huge. On my nose area, it's already starting to crease in there. Since it says this is only supposed to last 8 hours, which is a little ridiculous, I think I am gonna powder my face with this one. So right now it's 7:53 a.m. So I'm gonna do the rest of makeup and I'll be right back. Okay, so it's now 8:19. We're gonna call the check-in time 8 o'clock since that's when I finished up my face. So I ended up setting my face with the Laura Geller Balance and Brighten powder in Porcelain. This is one of my go-to setting powders. This does help to lighten up my face a little bit, so I feel like the shade looks a little bit better now. I mean, you can definitely still see it's oxidized, but it looks nice right now with the powder on it. It looks like kind of a soft matte kind of finish. My forehead started looking a lot better once I put the powder on. So right now I don't mind how it looks. There's definitely still acne coming through. I think it's kind of interesting that since this is geared towards acne, you'd think they would make it more full coverage, since they know people with acne are going to be using this product. But something I like is that it feels super lightweight on the skin. When you put it on and just wearing it, I don't feel like I have a heavy foundation on at all. It feels very, oh, great. You know when people say a foundation is breathable and you're like, what the heck does that actually mean? This is one of those foundations to me that actually feels breathable. Feels like I can move my face. My face doesn't feel sticky, doesn't feel heavy at all. So on the rest of my face, as a bronzer, I used the Pure Nada Medium Matte Contour Powder. This is actually from Etsy. I did a full face using Etsy makeup. Blush is Makeup Revolution Blushing Hearts. I tried out the BH Spotlight palette again as a highlight. I used the shade Vivid today, which I really like. It looks a lot darker in the pan. It's actually like a light pink kind of highlight. Super pretty. Eyes, literally all I did is put that same contour powder in my crease. Then my lipstick is Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink in Voyager. I don't think I've actually worn one of these throughout the full day yet, so we'll see how this holds up too. Right now it feels kind of sticky, which I don't really like. So I'll see you guys in a few hours in natural lighting. I have a shit ton of editing to do today. Wish me luck. Alright, so it's now 1:04 in the afternoon, so it's been on for 5 hours. So it looks a little bit mask-like right now. It actually looks super smooth on my cheek area, but my forehead looks a bit heavy and I have major creasing going on my upper lip. That is some major creasing underneath the nose area too. Look at that highlight, dang. Overall, it doesn't look horrible right now. I just wouldn't say I like how it looks by any means, and this is some intense creasing. Still feels pretty lightweight, but I do have some like burning going on my acne down here. I don't know if that's the salicylic acid doing its thing, but it's kind of uncomfortable. I don't feel it as much on this side, mostly just over here, but I'll see you guys at the end of the night. It's now, where'd you go? It's now 6:32, so it's been on for 10.5 hours. I haven't, oh, what's that? Oh, great. That's it. It's just like out to party right now. I haven't touched up my lipstick at all. 10.5 hours, it actually looks, I think, exactly the same as the last check-in at 5 hours, which is actually pretty good for only being marketed as a 8-hour foundation. I was leaning my head over here and it kind of totally rubbed off on that side, so I wouldn't say this is like transfer proof or anything. Same exact thoughts as last check-in. The main area was where it just looks bad is like my upper lip creasing, same exact thing. So yeah, around the nose, upper lip, my forehead doesn't look bad. I still feel it burning a little bit. I'm assuming that's the salicylic acid. I don't know if I would wear this again for that reason. I'm not usually a fan of having my face burn throughout the day. It's not as bad as it was earlier. I almost thought I was gonna have to like take it off early. Nothing with this one really stands out to me. Without the powder, I definitely didn't like how this looks. With the powder, it doesn't look bad, doesn't look great. Probably wouldn't reach for it again. Usually when I mix something, the product has something that another foundation doesn't, and this one I just can't really think of what that is besides the salicylic acid, which is burning my skin, again, for the 50th time. So I don't know, this one just seems kind of pointless for me. Man, we need a freaking winner. This is like kind of a bust series so far. We need some winners. What is tomorrow? Is tomorrow already day 10? But if you guys are enjoying this series, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Love you guys. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye.